Hi, my name is Chris Holton Jablonski, and it is my great joy and my deep honor to serve you as your minister. This is For My Mother by May Sarton. Once more, I summon you out of the past with poignant love, you who nourish the poet and the lover. I see your gray eyes looking out to the sea in those Rockport summers, keeping a distance within the closeness, which was never intrusive, opening out into the world. And what I remember is how we laughed till we cried, swept into merriment, especially when times were hard. And what I remember is how you never stopped creating, and how people sent me dresses you had designed with rich embroidery in brilliant colors because they could not bear to give them away or cast them aside. I summon you now, not to think of the ceaseless battle with pain and ill health, the frailty and the anguish. No. Today, I remember the Creator, the lion-hearted. The great winner in the pandemic has been my mom. Because of our digital ministry strategy here at First Church, she now receives this midweek message, the Sunday services, the Instagram and Facebook posts, and more. Imagine a chronically unresponsive child, someone you love and want to hear more from, posting fresh content 4 times a week, a slice of maternal heaven. She is regularly the first person to click on all these pieces when they are first shared, and will regularly share feedback both on what I am wearing in the videos, the relative brushtedness of my daughter's hair when she appears, as well as sometimes what I'm actually saying. And so, for Mother's Day, just coming around the corner, a bit about her and what I have learned from her. I love the poem I just shared, in part because it speaks so much to my experience of my mom. She has wrestled for years with health challenges, which have complicated her life: chronic pain, fibromyalgia, and now trigeminal neuralgia. Just a brutal experience of searing, debilitating pain, which comes crashing down on her with sporadic timing. For many years, she has made her way forward through so much challenge. We all are blessed to have her beloved, my stepfather, who takes incredible care of her, doing his best to soothe her when he can, as tidal waves of pain come crashing down. This has been such a struggle for both of them, just such hard work for so many years. Trigeminal neuralgia is also called the suicide disease. It is called this because the pain is so excruciating that those who suffer from it have been frequently driven to ending their lives. Enter my mother, the lion-hearted. I'm not writing this to say that she has conquered the disease, or even to say that she is doing well. But what I learned from her and from my stepfather over and over again is that sometimes, probably often, the most courageous thing we do is to meet the fullness of these lives. Day after day, sometimes the hardest work before us is just to arrive, to open to the truth of the diagnosis, the pain, the divorce, the realization, the transition, to arrive, to answer the call. For so many years, My mother defined herself by her work. She was and has always been a dedicated mother. And she was also a writer, a consultant, a professor, a college administrator. She worked with passionate commitment, often with many projects swirling all at once. She traveled and taught, facilitated experiences for huge groups of people, and now the circles of her life have come closer. She still has friends, still has family, still is deeply committed to her church, but her health has made it difficult to do so many things. And so now the lion-hearted thing before her is not to stand up to entrenched systems of patriarchal power dynamics in academia. Now the lion-hearted work is daily survival, is living, and celebrating grandchildren. She regularly comes up to visit her grandchildren and with all her heart and joy receives them when we visit her. Just a week ago, we traveled down for her birthday and did the first wave of our annual planting of her gardens. A bunch of pots on her back porch she likes to sit on and read, and a raised bed she can see from the same porch. I love gardening, as many of you know, and have set up her every year now for a while with these corners of beauty, plants I know will bloom for months, holding her. And so with this Mother's Day approaching, I am especially grateful for my mom, for all that her love has made possible, for her lion heart, for her fullness of her living. In these years of my youth, when the fullness was about loving me with all her heart, when that fullness was about serving Unitarian Universalism, when that fullness was about serving Bridgewater State University, the school she loved so much, and her students, so many of whom were first-generation college students. I am so grateful for her lion heart, which loves me still, with her diligent clicks and abundant feedback. Her lion heart, which is now cherishes her many grandchildren, and now navigates her health, opening to this new reality, this new living. And this teaches me too, for all of us will eventually face illness, some earlier, some later. And the invitation then is to arrive, to open. The lion-hearted thing then is to remember that you are held. For all of you here at First Church, to remember that your community is here for you, that I am here for you, that your lay pastoral care team is here. Whatever the breadth of what you are facing, we are here for you. You are not alone. Please reach out. When my own children are facing tough moments, the return to school, there are other challenges, I hold them. I tell them to look into my eyes, and I tell them that my love surrounds them always. And this is the most enduring gift I've received from my mother. I know in the bones of my bones that my mother loves me, and has from the day I was born and a ways before. Now 45 years of consecutively being filled up with that love. And so much of my work in the world, here with you all, and in the wider world, is pouring out that love, rising up day after day, mustering that same lion heart. So thank you, Mom, for that love, for this love, for all it makes possible. And happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to you all. Amen.